here's what we're gonna do. This is the weekly how-to video. So I'm gonna go through and break down all of your workouts, all four, both equipment and non-equipment based, and then push it out to you guys. First, we're just gonna go through all of the equipment-based ones. So if you're specifically non-equipment, then I'm just going to tell you to fast forward to the non-equipment options. But we're gonna go through all of them so that you go and refer back. I will try and go over as many modifications that I can think of at the time, but obviously if you're looking through these things and you know that there are things that you would like to talk about potential modifications for, whether you have an injury or just an inability to do a certain exercise, let me know. I'm happy to send you guys modifications individually, okay? All right, so we're gonna go into the equipment options first. The first workout, hustle number 1. Now, these guys are 5 to 10 rounds. So this is what I mean by being able to modify it for you. So if you want to go a little bit longer, if you want to push yourself a little bit further, then go towards the 10 round. If you want to kind of take it easy and play it safe, you can go to the 5 rounds, okay? So you don't have to do 10 rounds, you don't have to do 5. Just find something that works for you. So the option is 5 to 10 rounds, and it's just a circuit, okay? So there's 3 exercises. There is a kettlebell swing, there is a push press, and V-ups, okay? So I'm gonna go through the kettlebell swing first. If you have a kettlebell, you can use a kettlebell. If not, you can use a dumbbell. So any dumbbell will work. Your weights on these guys, by the way, are going to be your indicator for how difficult you want to make it, okay? So obviously I have a 35-pound kettlebell, but if I wanted to modify it down, I could pick a 15, 20, 10-pound kettlebell, okay? If you happen to have sandbags, you could also do these with sandbags. So pick your poison, okay? Also, if you don't have any weights like this, you can use a weighted book bag. You could use, I don't know, a gallon of water, something like that. You can use stuff that's in your house. You just kind of got to get creative. So first things first, kettlebell swing. Kettlebell swing is not a squat, so you're hip hinging here. You're not actually doing any knee flexion. So knees are going to be slightly bent, but you're just going to swing this back. Notice that my back stays straight, okay? So I'm not curved this way. My shoulders are back. I'm in a good neutral position for spine. I'm coming through and then pushing back up, okay? Notice that I'm not squatting, that I'm just swinging the hips forward, okay? Come up, squeeze the glutes, back down. This kettlebell or dumbbell or sandbag or whatever you're using should be like a pendulum. So it's creating momentum down and then you're hip hinging, squeezing your butt forward to propel the dumbbell in front of you, okay? So that's a kettlebell. The second exercise is a push press. So you're going to find a dumbbell. If you have 2 of the same dumbbells, use 2 dumbbells. If you don't, you can use 1 dumbbell, but you would hold it something like this. If you have just 1 kettlebell, you can also do it here. If you have a sandbag, obviously you can grab the sandbag, or if you just have maybe like a plate or something like, again, a book bag or anything like that, you can use that. But I'm gonna use 2. So a push press is different than a thruster. You don't go into a full squat, okay? You're just here, slightly bend the knees, chuck the dumbbells up, slowly back down, okay? This is where you live. You're here using the momentum from your legs and control back down. Cool? It would look the same if you had 1 dumbbell. You're here, small squat, up, back down. Okay? That's a push press. And then the last one, those of you summer sweat, fallout people, you know these V-ups. Love these V-ups. So you're going to be in a fully extended lying down position. Hands overhead, feet out straight. You're going to come up, find your balance. Come up into a V, then back down. Okay? If you can't do this, you can do an accordion crunch where you're here. If you need to stabilize yourself with your hands, you can do that. If you cannot do that, you can just do a regular crunch. Cool? All right, that's workout number 1. Workout number 2. 1 second. Hold, please. Technical difficulties. All right, the second hustle is a 21-minute AMRAP. So this one's not rounds. This is as many reps as possible, okay? So you're going to try and do as many rounds of this circuit as possible in 21 minutes. Set your timer for 21 minutes. Just go full bore, as hard as you can. As soon as that timer goes off, just jot down the amount of reps that you got and then any additional reps. So what I mean by that is this workout is 15 burpees, 15 dumbbell dumbbell at shoulders alternating lunges, and then 15 weighted sit-ups. So say at the end of 21 minutes, you have 8 rounds plus 16, because you got 15 burpees and 1 alternating lunges, okay? So kind of jot that down. It would be good for you guys to reference if you ever go back to those workouts to see where you started. So here we go, a burpee. Most of you know what a burpee is. Sorry, but it gets your heart rate up, it's a good exercise. You're gonna come down, put your hands on the ground, kick your feet back into a push-up. Here, jump, okay? This is front way. Okay, you don't have to jump far, you just gotta get off the ground. So, that's a burpee. If for whatever reason you guys can't do those like jumping motions, or there's some other hindrance that you can't do that, you can always just do a squat thrust. So you're here and stand, okay? Let's see the next. Dumbbells at shoulders, alternating lunges. So you're gonna take these 2 dumbbells and you're just gonna alternate lunge. You can go back, you can go forward, you can go, I would stick to back or forward. So you're here, you're just alternating, okay? Make sure the dumbbells are at your shoulders. If, again, you don't have dumbbells, if you have 1 kettlebell, if you have 1 sandbag, if you have 1 weight at all, you can just kind of hold it up here. And that is not it. Then you're gonna do a weighted sit-up. So, take a weight if you have it. Obviously this is equipment based, guys, so if you don't have equipment, you'll be using the non-equipment based option. So you're here, I'm gonna run into this. You're here in a sit-up position, you're gonna bring this kettlebell up overhead, try and touch it between, and back down. Okay, full extension, all the way up, curl, slow and controlled back down. That's hustle number 2. Hustle number 3 is another 5 to 10 rounder. So again, you pick how many rounds you want to go. 1 arm dumbbell or kettlebell hang snatch. So this one might be a little bit more difficult. Some of you have done it, some of you might not have. So this is technically a very technical exercise to just kind of toss out, but we're going to try and go through it really quickly in an abbreviated way. So a hang snatch is where you start at the knees. So the dumbbell or kettlebell is going to be here, and you're going to basically thrust your hips up. You're going to drive through your feet and almost jump in the air. You're going to do kind of a shrug, and then you're going to try and get your hand up and sit your body underneath the kettlebell, okay? So this is what it would look like if I was doing it live. Okay? Right here. Trying to keep that kettlebell as close to the body as possible. What you don't want to do is this. Okay? That's a front raise. You want the bar, kettlebell, to come close to the body. Okay? That's that. Next up, oh boy, we're losing it. Hold please. This is live, guys. All right. A goblet squat. You're gonna take either a kettlebell or a dumbbell. Hold them just like a goblet glass, and you're going to sit in between your knees, okay? So you're here, stay in a good squat position. You wanna stay upright as much as you can. Sit back on your heels, guys. Anytime you do anything with the legs, you're sitting back on your heels, okay? I should never see you up on your toes. If you're up on your toes, try and put something short underneath your heels to help give you a posterior chain activation. But that's a goblet squat. Dumbbell or barbell push press. So we went over these before, a push press. I'll do it with a kettlebell this time just to kind of give you a different variation. You're here, slight bend, all the way up. Okay? Then push-ups. Regular old push-ups, guys. You want to squeeze your shoulder blades, drop yourself down. Come up, squeeze your shoulder blades, come up. Okay? If you cannot do a regular push-up, knee push-ups are fine. Or if you need to do a modification from there, you can do it on an incline of any kind. So up against a wall, a couch, whatever it is. That would be another easier progression. And then the last is if you have the ability to have a piece of cardio equipment. So we have an elliptical, but that's it. If you have a treadmill at home, if you have a bike, you're gonna do an 80-meter sprint. So if you want to round up to 100 because it's easier to calculate, that's fine. You're gonna run 80 meters as fast as you can. So on here, I would just check my distance. I would probably wind up doing 100 meters, and I would just pedal as fast as I can at a decent resistance. If you don't have any pieces of cardio equipment, just use high knees. So you're just gonna get into a high knee position. We've all got knees. Okay, you're good? Put this hair up. All right, that is hustle number 3. All right, last one. Oh, this is a good one. All right, this is hustle number 4. This is a Tabata. So for those of you who don't know what a Tabata is, it is 20 seconds all out, 10 seconds rest. So you're gonna wanna have your phone timer going when you do these. You're gonna do 6 rounds of each exercise. So there are 6 exercises. So you're gonna go through the first exercise 6 times and then move on to the next, okay? Until you complete all 6. So a Tabata, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. The first one is a burpee and a broad jump. So you're gonna do a burpee position here, and instead of a jump up, you're gonna jump out. And then you can shuffle back or you can start where you're at. Okay? Cool. Next up, mountain climbers. If you don't remember these from school, I don't know who you are. All right, mountain climbers. In a plank position here, driving the knee, try and switch as fast as possible. If you need to come across the body, you can do that too. If you just need to march, that's fine as well. Squat jump. Squat down, jump up, and like frog jumps. Again, if you can't jump, just stay into a squat position. Side to side push-ups. So you're gonna be in a push-up position. You're off to the side just a little. Push up, walk yourself over, push up. Okay, modification, drop to the knees. This is where you live. Okay? I'm saying K like someone's here talking to me. Crunch. Regular old crunch. So, knees up. Your shoulder blades should be off the ground this entire time. Okay? You're just gonna come up and crunch, and back down. Notice I'm not coming all the way back down. Okay. And then, alternating T-plank. So, I am breathing heavy. All right, you're in a plank position. You're just gonna come up, make a T, back down. Come up, make a T, back down. Notice I'm not dipping my hips, or I don't have my butt way up here. Okay, try and stay level with the ground. If you have to, do it on your knees. If you can't do that, you just try and take one hand up. And that is it. Good luck.